Hello guys, now we're going to design an AC to fight the final boss called Ayre. We're going to equip the pulse gun on both arms like this, and then we're going to keep the stun needle launcher on the back because they're supposed to be the most powerful weapons. We're going to use the heavyweight tank, so we're going to see the best head. Maybe this one suits better, but most of the heads are not so powerful. Well, the best head is 1-1. This is the best one we've got. This is the best armor. Basically, the armor in this game is not really important in this final battle, because in the final battle, which is important, this is a more mobile tank. But maybe with the both you can win, but I think with this one is more recommended. I would use the Fortaleza, because with the Fortaleza tank it's much difficult to win, because you will have less armor than usual. You may lose the battle very quickly, so this is not a recommended thing. As we see, we're using the assault armor and energy weapon bonuses from the ops specs. So the idea of the boss is try to understand there's some certain RNG stuff playing around. So when you make some tries and you're not getting the battle, it's something normal. You have to retry, keep retrying over and over again. So the RNG changes a little the behavior of the Ayre boss. So when the Ayre boss has less powerful attacks, this is where you have to win. So it's 50% RNG and 50% your agility. So the first thing is to lock on the area, and the first thing is to shoot the pulse guns. And the pulse guns we are supposed to shoot when it moves, but not so fast. And when the target is going to attack you with the blade, supposedly you should know from which direction he is going to attack with his blade, which is very hard to know, because you have to be very observative for this. And then push forward or push to the side to avoid the blade. So during this action, when he's going to attack with the blade, after dodging, you should use the stun needle launcher and the pulse gun as well. Anyway, pulse guns should be used on medium to close range, and the stun needle launcher should be used when the target is really stable. And when the target just circle around, you shouldn't use any kind of weapon. So this is the strategy. Strategy is to be very perceptive on knowing where he's going. If she's done 100% degree over the turn, just put her health behind you, or maybe have a turn off, maybe 200 degrees or something like this. It's always placing back on your perception. So the key in this battle is just follow the trail of the boss as much as you can, as best as you can, to be able to shoot it, because if you lose the trail, you're always going to deliver less damage and you eventually are going to lose the battle. So even the RNG smiles on you, you will lose the battle if you're not very perceptive and detect where the boss is constantly. So this is the key to win him. And the second thing, when the RNG does not smile at you, it starts to just move away, use like bird attack, just pull you up, and on the second phase she converts and birds and 2 or 3 birds, and this is very dangerous because with the tank it's very hard to avoid all this. It's avoidable, but it's much harder to avoid than with lightweight legs or middle legs. So it's about improving your accuracy in this battle, and always trying to maintain the distance. So if the boss is far away, you have to move closer with the tank, and at the same time shooting the weapon. You should have this kind of perception where you can hit and where you cannot. So do not waste your bullets just not to hit an area. So this is the tactic. It's about trying over and over and again, and it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, about the final, I personally accept how they created, but in my opinion I wouldn't create this kind of ending, because something spiritual, someone did this token on your back or something that is helping you in your story and so on, I think it's not really recommended to create a situation when something spiritual becomes your enemy, because it's usually do not happen that way. So this is like if you're someone supporting you during your career or during your story or so on and so on. So these kind of entities are usually friendly, lovely and so on. So in my opinion, the battle against Ayre is completely unfair, completely dictatorship or something like this. It's like you turn against everyone you want. You are seeking for being a total leader. So I played this game just to play, but if I would be the designer of this game, I wouldn't create such endings, because it creates like confusion that make players believe that the entity inside you was evil, was driving you to the bad ending, and so on and so on. And the real commander, like Volker, who is trying to just using you to destroy all the corporations, is just a good guy after all. So in my opinion, it's not really true. So I'm not going to criticize this ending at all. So in my opinion, it's just maybe a little unfair ending, and I would like to replay this mission again in the future, where we have the decision to see what are the other endings are about, and I hope that other endings are much better than this one, because being a true leader by wiping out every competition in the middle, I don't think this is the righteous way of action. So I hope that you know that the chapter 4 boss and chapter 5 Ayre Boss are very similar to each other, with the difference that maybe the chapter 5 is more agile. I think it's faster, more agile, and you need to be more perceptive about its movements, and I think it's possible even to win this battle with the lightweight. So with a tank it's much more complicated, but it's still possible, because your camera can move always around. You always have control of your camera. As long as you can use the camera, you can win the battle even with the tank legs. It's not recommended to use the lightweight, because I know perfectly with the lightweight it's much easier to dodge. With the tank it's much harder, but still you're hitting the boss, you should win, and that is all about. So I hope you win this battle, guys.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the silo, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this ship. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together. What you are. The spark of war. Fires that haunt Rubicon.
No repair kits remaining.
Humanity wants to burn it all. Everything on Rubicon. I won't let you. Your fire must die.
There were no winners at the close of the Coral War. When the storm of fire finally faded, only the ashes of civilization remained. Ruined and haunted, the corporations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration. Rubicon was to be abandoned, left a dead planet forever. Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars vanished into the flames, never to be heard from again. Yet history would forever remember. The fires of Raven.